Well, hello. If you're watching after the fact, welcome. If you're in live, say hello in the side chat. Let me know who we've got in. I was getting to that overwhelm point. I thought, I know, I'll just go live. See if that helps me focus. Not sure it's a good plan, but hey, here we are. Yeah, I need to do a little bit of tidying up. I want to do pictures in there. Yeah. So yeah, help me focus, people. Oh, hello. People are saying hello. Who we got? There we go. I'm not alone anymore. Flips SD. Hello. Flipping Rich. Jody Richardson. Hello. Phil. Hello, mate. MSQ. It's an awesome plan. Yeah, good. I've been fairly productive today. I've sorted through loads of stock. Yeah, but I haven't actually really listed anything. I've got some drafts that I can complete, and then I thought we'd take a look at some stuff, do a bit of research, do some drafts. So if you're listing, let me know. Ian, hi. Tara, working late, young man. Yeah, this is normal. Hope you're well. Veronica, Mr. Mark, howdy. Howdy, cowboy. I was just looking at this, thinking I might do a bit of research, see what the best thing to do with this is. I was just asking Andrea about, is it worth descaling it? But then I think someone's only ever going to use that as a display piece anyway. So it's probably a waste of effort. It's got loads of loose scale in it. Most of that went on the floor. Yeah, big chunks of scale coming out of it. Anyway, we may have a look on eBay, see what they're worth. I spent 10 quid on it. Very unlike me. Right, who else have we got? Ewan, hello, good evening. I'm listening to OMD. Oh, I can show you what I've been listening to recently. I need to find, I've got boxes and boxes of CDs somewhere. I can't put my finger on them. See 100 Forms of Fear, that's been on a few times today. Erasure Chorus, this is the reissue with the extra discs. That's been on. What else have I had on recently? All sorts of stuff. Lana Del Rey, Chemtrails Over the Country Club. Underrated album of hers, I think. Yeah. But it's a bit tricky playing music when you're live on the internet. I don't like it. So, who else is popping in? Fluffy Muffin, good evening. That would sit well next to a fireplace. It would. It would look really nice, wouldn't it? Against the black of a fireplace. It's a very cool thing. It's got some heft to it, right? There's, I don't know how many kilos of brass there. Shall I weigh it? Where's my scales vanished too? It's been one of those days where everything disappears. I think Andrea's borrowing them because, yes, yeah, that's right. Andrea brought this down for me to change the batteries in. She's got my scales upstairs, I think, unless they came back down. But we can use this one now. I've changed the batteries. Oh, it's lighter than I thought it would be. 1.5 kilos of brass. There you go. Nice. Leave it as is. The patina is what sells it. Well, can we class lime scale on the inside as patina? That might be pushing it, but I take your point. Good evening, Alex's retro drip. Does that say? Intriguing. I'm just getting into bed. Oh, a sensible person. Never been a night owl. Hats off to you. I'll be up at 5:30. Well, there you go. See, you'll be up at 5:30. I won't. Good evening, Cherry eBay seller, eBay reseller. What's the scrap of 1.5 kilo? I don't know. I do need to take all my scrap in. You can Google UK scrap. I could Google it. Telling you to do stuff, I could do it. Let's have a look. See what Google says for UK scrap price of brass. Okay, how much is scrap brass per kilo? It gives you a range between £3 and £4.60 a kilo. There you go. A kilogram of scale. What a stupid time to live list. Well, this is what I'm doing. I can't live list if I'm not listing. I happen to be doing a bit of work, so I'm listing. Not sure what your problem is there. Why is it a stupid time? About £6. Would that work? Yeah. Give or take. Alison Moyer is my favourite. Seeing her live later this year, so are we. Are you seeing her in Brighton? We're seeing her Brighton Dome, I think we have tickets for. We saw her a couple of years back in Cambridge, and it was so good. When she announced this tour, Andrea just went for it. Robert, are you still with us? Are you still annoyed that I'm streaming at whatever time it is? 10 to 11. Ah, it's crazy. Right, so I'm going to try and clear this out and do a few pictures. Oh, I made a video. I don't think it's gone up yet. No, it hasn't. I found a load of stuff. Somebody was clearing out, put a load of stuff outside their house, so I had a rummage. Made a video about what I found. Oh, found this as well recently. These little AccuCheck, it checks your blood. Is it for blood glucose? Yes, blood glucose checking system. These little monitors as replacements can go pretty well. Probably I'll ask for about 30 to 40 for that. Anyone seen these wonky wine glasses before? JP Chenet. Chenet, is that how you say it? I found 2 of these wonky wine glasses. That one needs a rinse, doesn't it? It's a bit dusty. They're not worth much. I think I drafted them at a tenner plus post or something for the pair, but they owe me nothing. BT phone plugs. Did a draft. I've got 4 of them. They're going £10 each. All sorts. I keep just chucking stuff in my photo bay, which is a really dumb idea, really, because then it quickly gets cluttered and I can't use it. I'm going to list this. I think I drafted it. That'll be in the video that'll be out tomorrow. Picked up just up the road. Monster High doll. Anybody else sold Monster High before? Worth knowing about. Oh, just dumped that out of its packet. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's more chat. More chat. Richard, are you still here? Are you still annoyed that I'm streaming? No, Robert, sorry. Robert, Robert seems to think he has to list right now too. Oh yes, you have to, Robert. Yes. I just finished listing a few things not long ago. Well, good for you. I'm just starting. Andrea won't let you scrap that. I won't let me scrap that. This is worth way more than its scrap value. I blooming well hope so anyway. It's an antique. Was it sarcasm? I don't know. Good evening, Mitchell. Asamoah at Buxton Opera House. Buxton is my venue. That sounds grand, doesn't it? Opera House. Just sat down with his Horlicks, is that? Only to be interrupted by a man in his tat cave listed. Oh, outrageous. Monster High, yes, Monster High. Leah has a collection. Some of them are worth big bucks. Yeah. And if you've kept them with all the accessories, if you've kept them with the packaging, can be eye-watering in the box. I pick them up even if they're, no clothes and missing arms or whatever. I've sold bundles of broken or incomplete dolls for pretty good money because people, I think they make their own kind of mash-up dolls and stuff. Those wine glasses bring back memories. Years ago, when I worked in a shop, a rep gave us tons of them for free. Really? I've never seen them before. I know nothing about them. Weird little gimmick, isn't it? Wonky wine glass. Anyway, we'll get them listed. Actually, I won't be able to do the pictures because I do need to rinse them. I don't really want to go upstairs unless they'll just wipe. They just look dusty, a little bit cloudy. Yeah, they need a wash with some hot soapy water, really. Poor Richard. Richard, are you still about? Nick, I miss your teleporting days. Oh, I still teleport all the time. I don't always film myself doing it. Bring back teleportation. Are you going to start a petition? I'm sitting here with my feet up with a strawberry cornetto. Good plan. Love a late night listening sesh. Good for you. The JP Cheney bottles of wine are wonky. Are they? That makes sense now. Not the best wine, to be honest. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's clear this listing. Photography bay. Oh, I still haven't done a draft for him. We'll do that maybe. We've replaced this. This was hanging in our kitchen. We've decided a clock we picked up was much nicer. So I think, well, I'll take a look, see if it's worth messing about with and list that. Oh, I picked up a load of reel-to-reel tapes. These were another freebie. I think there's some value in it. I couldn't find these exact ones, but I've seen Sinatra ones selling for some at around a tenner, some at 20. Even classical stuff seems to sell. So I may list these. Rachmaninoff, Rimsky-Korsakov. It's all now, is it, what's the size of the tape? Half inch, quarter inch? That stuff. Reel-to-reel tapes. But first, I want to do the pictures for the few things I've actually got drafts for. I'm forgetting what I've shown in videos. There's my Aboriginal egg. I think somebody messaged who wanted to buy it. I think so. I don't know if Andrew has sorted that out. Oh, and I found a Children of the 70s and 80s will remember milk bottles with advertising on. This is a Colgate Junior. Our friend Carol, I think, was getting into collecting these, so we'll probably give it to her. Okay, so what have I actually got drafts for, and where is my phone? There. I might be buying a new phone off Matt, Reseller Geek. I inherited this one from my daughter. She bought a fancy one, but I'm not really getting on with it, and I'd like a better camera. So I might be buying another one. Right, let's have a look. eBay, selling. Let's have a look in here. Have you got a battery for the kids' book? No, I like it as it is. Do you want to sing along? I think that's way better than what it would be like if it had a, a battery with a full charge in it. Oh, I can send some offers. Let's do that. Laura Ashley, blue terracotta plates. They're on at 70 quid. Wow. I'm sure Andrea won't mind if I fire out an offer at 60. I might get in trouble, but I'm doing it anyway. Sent. Success to the Brave. Oh, I think I listed that last time I was listing live. It's unabridged audiobook. I listed it at 30. I'm going to go 25 as an offer. Send that. Okay. Mind Body Philosophy course on DVD. Again, something I listed the other night when I was listing live. I've just gone on at 15. I'm going to go 12. Did that wrong. $11.99. That'll do. Review offer. Send. Dungeons and Dragons Monster Compendium, $17.99. I'll go 15. Send. Got it. Okay. Listing drafts. I can't remember how. Okay, bundle of 10 Slimming World books. I sorted these out earlier. They used to do better. There's 10 of these, most of the paperback, softback ones. These sort of things, softback ones. So a nice 9 of those. And then I have one hardback to make it up to 10. There's not much in them anymore. I'm going to go 20 on the bundle. So we'll do that in a sec. It's going to be in your brains now. That's the creepiest sounding thing ever. I like it. Imagine that going off at night. Oh dear. I'm bringing a bottle of Jack to rewind. Are you? Jack Daniels? Nothing like a JD and Coke. Oh, it's a slippery slope if you get me on the shots. Right, did I draft that? Maybe I did. Little baby monitor thing. Right, BT. Oh, okay. I've got a draft for the BT power supplies. I just need to tidy these up. They're all the same one. I've created a draft with all the models of phone that they would work with, and I can just do one listing, 4 available. Just need to get some plastic bands, tidy up the cables, snap a picture. Right, the JP Chenet wonky wine glasses, but I need to give them a proper clean. Vintage Tupperware. Oh yeah, sippy cup. Where did that go? Oh, I'll put it on the shelf. All right, one sec. Classic orange 1970s, got a little flower design on it. Sippy cup. Surprisingly, they seem to go for about £10, so that's what I'm going to try. Yeah, Monster High I have drafted. She's going on at $15.99. No box, but she has the shoes and the dress, pretty good condition. Carol, does Andrea know of the Culture Club tour yet? I'm so tempted. I'm not sure. I'm sure she'll be aware of it. I'm not sure if Andrea's seen them. They're not doing Rewind. I'm pretty sure of that, which is a shame. They'd be awesome headlining that. They're probably actually too big an act to do Rewind. Although I don't know. We've had some pretty big acts there. OMD were there. We saw OMD at Rewind. Yeah. Right, so not many drafts. Then what's that? 4. Is that it? Vintage Tupperware. Blah, blah. Oh, the Zombicide. I've been procrastinating on the Zombicide stuff for some reason. I need to do the pictures of the big stack of games and the compendiums. Right, so those are ones that we can just take pictures of and then kick off. And then it'll be a case of doing a bit of research and chatting to you lot. Yes, working late. Well, for me, no, this is perfectly normal. I like the calm and tranquility of night time. I find myself more productive. I love being outside at night, walking at night. I love that. It's really good for my head. I've always been that way, right back to when I was a student. I used to go out walking at night. Kenneth, are you still in the UK? You sent me a pic. Were you in front of Big Ben or something, was it? It's quite a surprise. Or are you back home now? Yes, this came from Kenneth. I'm still using it and it's great. Right, what do I do first? Let's do those books. Okay, how do I display these? I'm going to do a kind of fan like that, if you know what I mean. I think that will show them off. A bit like that. There we go. Can you actually see? No, of course you can't. One like that, and then we'll get the front of each book. And just like that, we are done. So they are going on at 20 all in for the stack. There's really nothing much in them. I'm sure I used to get better money for the Slimming World books. But they have all come from my local free book source. So it's all profit if it sells. After fees and post. Right, so that's done. Let's just I'm going to actually kick these off when I do them, so it feels like I'm making progress. Still to see Howard Jones live. Oh, do it. We've seen him, I'll be guessing, maybe 3 times. And so good. Really, really good. His songs are brilliant. We've got a couple of his LPs. Humans Live, is it? I think one of them. Certainly got that one. But yeah, if you can get tickets to see him, you will not be disappointed. You're back in Copenhagen. Was in London for 4 days with my oldest son. Oh, wonderful. Hope he loved it. Well, I hope you both did. Ian hasn't seen Depeche Mode yet, but Bowie was fantastic. He's such a show-off. Ian's a show-off or Bowie was a show-off? I'll tell you what I picked up the other day, but weirdly, my CD player is not playing it. There's no marks on the disc. I picked up, where would I put that? I picked up Black Star, which I have listened to on Spotify. I don't know where I put it now. Yeah, anyway, it's somewhere. Who's on your list, Nick? List of people I haven't seen and I would like to see. I was talking to someone about this a while ago. I am obsessed with Lana Del Rey, but I don't have a real desire to see her live. I find her music a very intimate experience, and I don't know that would translate for me into like an arena gig or something. Don't know. I've been lucky enough to see most of the bands I'm really into. Let's think. I don't know. It's a good question. Air. I'd like to see Air. You know, the electronica French band. I think that would be really good. Sia, but I don't think Sia would ever tour again. She may do. Just looking over there at CDs. Erasure, I've seen. I would certainly see them again if they tour. Depeche Mode, I've seen, I don't know, 6 times now, I think it is. Human League, but we are seeing them again twice this year. Is there anybody I would really, really like to see? Elbow, I would like to see. That would be fun. John Grant. Morrissey. Not seen Morrissey. So yeah, there's quite a few. Right, let's kick off this listing. Yeah, so I still do it this way. I go back into the draft on my laptop. I find I can see it better. I can type better, edit the pictures easier, I find. I like to make them a little bit brighter, at least the lead one. The pictures have come out a little bit blurred. Got fingerprints on my lenses. Okay, bundle of 10 Slimming World recipe books. Blah, 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 blah. That works. Very good. Blah, 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 blah. That works. 20 quid. Okay. Right. I love anything with a good saxophone. Okay. Sax was used a lot in the 80s, wasn't it? Yeah. George Michael liked a bit of sax. Steady. Ian's defo a show off, is he? Okay. Next meetup is I don't know the date offhand. It's we're doing a late summer one. A lot of people at the last one said this would be so nice in the summer down on the beach. So it's coming in September. I'll have to get the date and ping you a message. Yes, saxophone. We saw Level 42. I've seen them a few times, and they had a wicked saxophone player and brass section. So good. Enjoy your packing videos. Yeah, I've packed everything today. I can't do any of that. Oh man, now you're talking. Love Level 42. Running in the Family was one of the first singles I owned. Pretty sure it was that one. Yeah, great band. Right, that's listed. So I'm going to pop these on a shelf. Well, I would if I could get through my pile of junk. Move. There we go. Tara has come in with the date, Kenneth, if you're still about. We've gone for 12th of September. So if you're able to get over this way, you would be very welcome. You would be guest of honor. Foreign visitors. Right, so these are just little plugs that power BT phones. I've sold this sort of thing so many times. I used to sell them a lot quicker, I think, because there weren't many people doing it. It seems flooded with them now, so these might stick around forever. I used to do really well with the BT phone sets. I'd break them down to the handsets, the little docks, the little answering machines, and then separate plugs. And from one set of phones, I could make, 50, 60 pounds sometimes. It's just the market for phones isn't there first. We don't even have a home phone anymore. A landline, there's no point. So that's part of the problem. And then I think, I suppose that's the main problem, isn't it? Demand's just not there for home phones or office phones. And there are still lots of people doing it. Or maybe it just looks that way because people aren't buying them, so they're just sticking all over eBay. I've made a mess. Made a mess everywhere. Can't untangle it. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to sorting out that jewellery now. I was so pleased with how that jewellery show went. We did an eBay live, which was all jewellery that we've just accumulated over the last few years. Sorted it into lots, and then we managed to sell it all. Yeah, I was really happy with that. This one's got a little old sticker on it. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, these are all, with these, if you do get into it, you'd need a magnifying glass, but they have a part number on. And then you can search by the part number. See that item code there? That's all I do. Just check if there's any demand, see what the sell-through rate is like. I mean, it seemed okay. There were plenty selling, but there's loads listed. So I figured, well, I might as well. I've got 4 of them. 1 listing, 4 available. Away we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What am I humming? Oh, it's Nick Kershaw. Love Nick Kershaw. He's really good live. Really talented guitarist, as is Midge Ure. We've seen Midge a few times, and he you associate him with the Ultravox stuff, kind of synthesizers and that, but he's a really good guitarist, puts on a great show. He always does like Vienna and that sort of stuff as well. But you forget a lot of the solo work he had that was really, really good. If If I was a soldier, all of that stuff. Right, I'm just taking, well, cleaning a bit of dust and gunk up off that one, so it looks nice. So that's 2. It's a bit of a faff, but if I can turn these into 40 quid, happy days, right? I think I've done them. Let's have a look. I've done them. Okay, 10 quid all in. So it's nowhere near 40 quid when you think, let's call it £3 shipping's got to come off them. And roughly from £10, what's that? About £1.50 fees. So we'll lose £4.50. So I'm getting roughly £5.50 each. But I quite like selling the small things, the bread and butter items. Sold a Jellycat today for 60. That was nice. Oh, I'm giving you spoilers again. That's going to be in tomorrow's video. Oh, and if you were in a recent listing stream, you may have seen a Labyrinth book that went as well. I got what I was asking, which was 34 for a paperback book. That came from my little book source, so it cost me nothing. All right, we've got any more chat? Yeah, well, keep in touch and yeah, let me know. That would be awesome. There's plenty of places to stay here, and you would be made very welcome. It would be so great to meet you, Kenneth, and the meetups are such a laugh. Indeed they are. Had an online auction today. Got some great cameras. Do you ever do auctions? Yes, we haven't in recent times. We've just not needed the stock. We accumulate stock so easily. But yeah, when we started out doing this, we regularly visited auction houses and bid live in a room, you know. Coil your cables, don't fold them. It's a lifetime of doing it like this. I can't see me changing now. But I consider myself told. I probably will carry on doing it like that though. I'm 27. I don't need a magnifying glass. Well, I'm nearly twice as old as you. Wasn't he in Thin Lizzy for a while? Who? Who was I talking about before? Nick Kershaw? Surely not. Who's in Thin Lizzy? Who are you talking about, Tara? Is it Nick Kershaw, do you mean? Surely not. Let's see on his Wikipedia page what it says. He wrote Chesney Hawkes. I am the one and only. Quite often when we've seen him live, Chesney Hawkes comes out and does that. Don't know. Who was I talking about? Midge. Was it Midge? Chris. I'm down this weekend. Might bump into you. Oh, to be young. Exactly. Be careful of tinnitus at gigs. I'm afraid it's too late for me. A misspent youth in the early 90s. I have some pretty severe tinnitus. So, yes, you're right. Oh, I used to just, hang out right at the front by the speakers. The ringing ears coming out, you know, from gigs like Carter USM, Wonder Stuff, James, all of those sort of bands that I was into at the time. Yeah, ringing ears for days. Midge. Oh, okay. What's Midge? Oh. Midge year. Let's see what it says. Do, 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 do. Right, his career: Silk, Rich Kids, Visage. Oh, I picked up a Visage 12-inch. Ultravox. Oh, it doesn't mention Thin Lizzy. You could easily be right. It doesn't mention it on that bit about his career. I might have to read in more detail. According to Ian, I'm sure. Hang on, let me ask Google the question. Was Midge Ure in Thin Lizzy? Yes, Ian. Midge Ure was briefly in Thin Lizzy, joining as a touring guitarist on their tours in 79 and 80. Briefly, but yes. Evening, Laney. He did a brief stint in 1979. Oh, there we go. Yep, that's exactly what I just found out. Hi, Chris. Oh, sorry, you're talking to Chris. All right. Okay, right. Let's get the pictures done for these and get that kicked off. Because they won't list themselves and they won't sell if they're not listed. Right, so it's hard to make a plug look interesting. Right, let's get a close up of the back of it with all the info on. There we go. That'll do. Okay. Excuse me. Right, so BT power supply mains lead plug 066270, and then I've got a list of the BT phones that they will work with. That's a good tip with these. If you actually list the phone rather than the product number on this, a lot of people would search their phone. They would search power lead for BT 4500, for example, and they wouldn't necessarily know that number on there or know to look it up using that. So that's a good tip. Anyway, that's all done. Item specifics all in. Condition, mains power lead, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're good. Let's just change that, move that. So yeah, we're just going 10 all in. Oh, I've got 3 available. We've actually got 4. Do 4. Country of origin, China. List. Okay. Right, what else did I have? Oh yeah, Monster High. Monster High and Tupperware. And then we'll do some research. Well, I have this many scissors because normally they just get spread around, so it feels like I've got none. But because I'm attempting to be organized at the moment, they're all there on display. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's probably several out on the desk. Hang on. 7. What's this? Had a big win moment end of last week. Paid myself my first wage as a full-time reseller. 2 months in. First 2 were covered by old job wages. Didn't expect to be able to so soon. Feels great. Good for you. Cheers. Yeah, that doesn't get old, earning your own money. It's a good feeling. 50 is still bloody young, Tara. Well, yeah. According to Ian, he heard it from the horse's mouth on a radio interview. Midge said it was the scariest thing he ever did. He felt like he was crap at it, so he obviously got better. He's a great guitarist. Hopefully, I don't think he's at Rewind this year, but if you keep coming, he has done Rewind a number of times. And it's way more rock than you would expect. Is the point I was trying to make earlier. You know, you imagine it would be all synth pop stuff, but it's not. Going through my car boot buys, I picked a few items from someone's 2 for 50p box. One I'm just finding is an EDF Energy raincoat. Has to be issued to an employee because they don't do merch. I wonder if it can be sold. Good question. I've got some Just Eat jackets here, which I'm going to list. Have a look on eBay, see how many sold there are. I feel 21, but the body is not playing ball. I know this feeling. Slowly falling apart. Yeah. Mentally, I suppose I'm maybe a little bit wiser, but my sense of humor, attitude, oh, hello, all of that is very similar to what I was at 21. I have 2 pairs beside me, but I lost one and found it again. Midge is always amazing. He's great, isn't he? Did somebody say just eat? That's not the tune, is it? Yes. Well, we can maybe list those in a bit. Right, let's do Monster High. Where's the draft? Got to see if I can stand her up somehow. Where is it? Right, so we've done Slimming World. That's there it is. Right, Monster High. She is called Toralei and has her dress and shoes. Right, are you going to stand up? Are you going to stand up? Oh, no. Come on, work with me. It's not going to happen. They do have, Monster High have these little stand things, like a little round thing with a stick that goes up their back, because they're a nightmare to stand up. But this one doesn't have that. I might have to just lean her against the back wall. Are you going to stand? Are you going to? No. Or lean you against that. There we go. Oh, that's not bad. Sort your fringe out. Come on. Right. You can't see. Right. It's a bit of a weird pose you've got going on here. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. Get a tail in. Let's turn around. Right. There we go. And then close up to the face and the eyes, so people can see how much paint rub there is. I guess that'll do. Right. Upload those. Ian is lurking. Is Ian lurking? Oh, he's in. Yes, I can see him. Hello, Ian. Item Pacifics. Always got to put in those Item Pacifics. Too many jokes. What have I said now? Good evening, Lloyd. How are you doing? Right. I think these came out pretty well. Yeah. I've had to lean them up against one of my little Perspex stands, but that's more than adequate for what I need. Thanks to Kenneth's Lightbox. And then, yeah, it's worth doing a close-up on these sort of dolls because the collectors will want to know if the paint on the face has been rubbed. It's the same with we used to sell loads of My Little Ponies, and they have the symbol on the bum, right? You know, the little symbol that relates to that pony. And the collectors are so fussy about that having scratches in the paintwork, paint rubs. Same with the eyes. Anyway, so it's worth putting in. Okay, we'll call that done. She is going on at $15.99, and that was found from this people having a clear out the other day. Video on YouTube tomorrow, all about stuff I did find for free. Can't help myself. You know, I'll be out with Jeff and Andrea walking about, and I'll just come home with arms full of stuff. The neighbours know what I'm like already. Jeff's about. Right, I'm just going to move that close up of the face nearer the front, near the top of the images. That's the third image. I think that would be better. Right, Monster High Toralei Freaky Field Trip. That's the series this came from. I nicked that from someone else's listing. Cat doll with clothing and shoes. That's what I've gone with. Very good condition. Please see all pictures for detail. That's fine. Right, job done. List. Right, we'll do that Tupperware then. And then take a look at that. I mean, Andrew was saying it won't be difficult to descale this. I might draft it anyway and then take a look at descaling it. I'm not that fussed, but Andrew's a bit more fussy about condition and stuff. Okay, so vintage Tupperware. Footed. Oh, yeah. It is, so it doesn't fall over. Footed. Child's sippy cup beaker. Orange daisy flower. Lid 1970s. That's the title. I think that's As I Did Sell Similar from someone else's. That's someone else's title, but I'm quite happy with that. Item Pacifics, Ian, are all there. Plastic, sippy cup, time period, department, unisex kids, whatever. Features with lid. Yeah. Whatever. Right, okay. Let's get some pics done. Fine. Right, I might as well stand it on my little thingy. Why have I still got Nick Kershaw in my head? I won't let the sun go down on me. Won't let the sun go down. That makes me feel about 10 years old at a school disco. Great tune. I won't let the sun go down on me. I won't let the sun go down. Right, that's done. So I think we've gone 10 all in. 10 with shipping. Oh, 10 with shipping. I think that might be a bit of an ask. Did I put offers on? Yeah, I've gone 10 with shipping, but with offers switched on. I mean, whatever. It was a zero investment. It's like just whatever we can get for it is good. But they have sold for that. List. Right. How many people? We've got 65 people. Say hello if you're watching. Let me know who you are, where you are, what you're up to. Right, what are you lot saying? Simon's in. It's past your bedtime, mate. I'm good. How are you? We've been well, yeah. We've been still experimenting with eBay Live. I've now pretty much everything we've tried has gone better than we predicted. I've done a video game stream. I gambled listing a load of consoles, and even the consoles achieved what I would have hoped for. Did a jewelry one, sold all of our jewelry stock in about an hour. It was amazing. I'm doing a music one coming up. Andrew's getting her one ready for this week. She's doing a whole crazy mix of stuff again, and she's gambling on some expensive stuff this time. She's putting a rare Emma Bridgewater egg in it, which we've seen sell for between sort of 40 and 60 pounds. So not massive value, but you know, it feels like a gamble, doesn't it? But yeah, we're both getting more confident, I think. It's a big thing in the US to leave stuff on the curb for people to take for free. More people starting to do it here too. There's a definite culture of that here in Ramsgate. And funnily enough, in the village we were in Norfolk, there was a lot of that going on as well. And we did it a lot there. We're doing it a lot here. I put a bag of records out that just has no real resale value. Hopefully somebody will take them away and make use of them. I've put all sorts out recently, just passed it on, and it's all gone. Right, we had a load of flower pots we had no use for, plastic ones. Put them out, and they all went. It's great. Rather than just binning it, at least give it a day or two, you know, at the end of the driveway or on your garden wall or whatever. Baking soda. This is what Andrew was saying, something like this. Baking soda, vinegar or citric acid and boiling water is the best for descaling. Oh, boiling water. Okay. Baking soda and vinegar. All right. Howard Jones. Yeah, lots of Howard Jones fans in tonight. Yeah, we've seen Howard a few times. You'll have to, if I find that he's playing Rewind, I'll let you know, and you'll have to come down. You can get day tickets as well. You don't have to do the whole camping thing. He puts on a great show. It's funny, Howard's one of those artists for me is where if you asked me to list a load of his songs, I couldn't. But if they're playing, I know them all and I know the words. He's one of those artists for me. I never bought his stuff back in the day, but it was always on the radio. It was always at the, you know, school discos and stuff. What is Love? That's one that I can remember. What is love anyway? That one. What are you saying? Because you're trying to pretend it's not Nick Berry in your head. It's never Nick Berry in my head. Never. Hello from Portsmouth. Hello from Florida. Hello from Manchester. Got the whole world in. West London, massive. My whole business has changed massively. Sold 1,060 items in May. I need to have a chat and work out when we can get you back on to talk about this, because I'm finding the whole eBay Live thing fascinating. How people are adapting to it, how some people are really refusing to get involved and it's not for them and they're very anti it. It's a little bit divisive, I think, but we're enjoying it. We're clearing a lot of stuff in a short space of time. And it's better than I had imagined it would be, I think. I said hi to you, Nick. Well, hi. Sorry, did I miss you before? It's hard to keep up sometimes in the chat if I've missed something. Not sure if you made the connection with me, but we saw Carter together. Right, you're Carl's mate. Right, yes. That gig was 20 years, almost exactly, to the first time I saw Carter, because we saw them on their final, was it their final, definitely final tour? They've done a few. It was funny because at that gig, it all kicks off at a normal Carter gig and it's mosh crazy. And I tried to join in the mosh and I was there for maybe 5 minutes and I thought, whoa, this is going to kill me. So I ended up leaning against the bar, having a few beers. Yeah, good to see you, Lloyd. Yeah, I hadn't placed you as that, Lloyd. I said hi to you, Nick, at my TV here in Florida, but you didn't answer. Oh, you spoke it to your TV. Yeah, sorry, that didn't come through. Leicestershire. Hello, Marie. Hello from the land of the sun. Is that what they're calling Sunderland now? Oh, I get it. Sun. Yeah, okay. Carter USM. Yeah, I was listening to their underappreciated Worry Bomb album recently. This is the double. I think it's got a live album on it as well. I don't think they ever beat 101 Damnations. Their first record, 30 something, was close. Post Historic Monsters was better than most give it credit for, as is that. Yeah, I've still got all their LPs somewhere. I think they might be up here. Here they go. I think most of them are up here. Let's see. I haven't had a Carter session for a while. There's Post Historic Monsters. We're talking about 93 or 4. Yeah, 93. And this was 95, I think. Worry Bomb. Oh, 94. Okay. Right. Where are the classics? Sorry if you're not into Carter. This will bore you for a moment. 101 Damnations. Absolute masterpiece. That's a close second, in my opinion. It's all opinion, isn't it? Oh, the Love album, of course. Their only #1 album, 1992. Happy times. And then what else have we got in here? World Without Dave. I Blame the Government. This, it's got a Cash Converter sticker on it. I think I've just used my case's copy and I've bought a CD and couldn't get that off. I Blame the Government is not a great album, again, in my opinion. And Starry Eyed and Bollock Naked. So there's a little bit of Carter for you. I need to dig out all my other CDs. I don't know where most of them are. We haven't properly unpacked since we moved a year ago. If you've moved house, you'll know what it's like. You kind of unpack the essentials and then get back into actually living a life, and everything else stays in boxes. I am indeed Carl's mate. Went to Spoons with him the other night. Did you? Well, he popped down to what we call family camping. We had a family get together, and Steve, who you'll be aware, has just had an operation. He popped down, which surprised us all. And Carl was there with his incredible beard. Oof, no wonder you had a bit of tinnitus, Nick. Mosh pits, yeah. I was into that kind of scene for a while. Carter, EMF, Wonder Stuff, all of that. It's funny because at the same time I was still into Depeche Mode and a lot of the synth stuff, but the kind of indie rock scene, Grebo, whatever all the different terms were at the time, loved it. Stone Roses, Happy Mondays, the Manchester scene, was into all of that. Never saw the Roses live. I saw Carter, saw the Charlatans I was into. Saw them at the Royal Albert Hall of all places, but for reasons I won't go into, I have zero memory of that gig. It should be the land of hardly any sun. Is that more accurate? Right, we'll do a bit of research in a minute and draft some bits and bobs. So I feel like I'm achieving. Good night, Rich. Have you been to the Albion? My family lived next door in Broadstairs, and my sister had her wedding reception there. I don't know if we have been in the Albion. Where's the Albion? We may well have done. I'm Google mapping it. See if I can remind myself where that is. Still got Nick Kershaw in my head. Royal Albion. Oh, there's a Royal Albion in Broadstairs. That must be what you mean. We have been in a... Oh, I don't think the hotel on the corner as you come down. Oh, no, I don't think I have then. My family lived next door in Broadstairs. Oh, next door in Broadstairs. That makes sense now. No, we'll have to check it out. We were in a coffee shop just opposite and along from there. What's that called? We were in that one, weren't we? Was it? Oh, this is an old picture. I'm on Google Maps and I think the picture's a bit out of date. Small world. Are you off, Lenny? Good night. Or are you saying good night to someone else? It was surreal to find you when I was looking at how to do variation listings. And I was like, that's Nick. Oh, right. My CDs have stickers from your shop on them. Oh, that's so cool. Hello, Sub-Zero. Wonder Stuff, before they were famous, were incredible. I thought I was so cool back in the 90s. I thought I was cool in the 90s, but I never was. I used to wear the checked shirts, ripped jeans, and Converse. That was my look for most of the 90s. Yeah, a band tee and like a baggy checked shirt over the top. Yeah. Trying to think what other I wasn't into fashion. It was just that kind of indie kid look, I suppose. I have the size of a cow in my head. What a tune. Building up your problems to the size of a cow. Hello. We up to, oh, are you coming to empty washing or?
I'm washing out the washing machine. It's a fun job.
All the fun jobs you've got.
Yeah, I have all of them.
We are talking about bands from the 90s. One that you absolutely love. If you could name one band that I like that you really don't, what is it?
Carter.
Carter. We were talking about Carter. We're now talking about Wonder Stuff. Oh, Nick Kershaw. We're talking about Nick Kershaw as well.
Like Nick Kershaw. We're going to see him at Rewind.
Is he at Rewind?
Yeah.
He's going to be at Rewind. We'll see him in August. I saw Nick Kershaw a few years ago at Leicester Races. He was great. Carol Decker performed too. She's done Rewind so many times. Is Carol Decker going to be there?
No, not this year.
No. She lives down the road in Henley. I think she walks to the gig when she does it.
Walks a dog on the field that they have it in.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Has Ellen gone to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick, are you and Andrea going to the eBay Live in London on Friday?
No.
We don't have plans to, no.
No. Whenever they announce the open, we're hoping to go to that.
Yeah, we're looking at maybe doing the open, but we have
Well, we don't know. for
scheduled
sure.
our
It's not been announced yet.
right, but people think it's around when we're doing our
People are thinking
meetup.
It's going to be September, but it's not been announced yet.
Right.
I can't shut the door, I'm afraid.
Okay. Do you like Nirvana? I do. We both do. I wasn't into Nirvana at the time. I was firmly into the British scene. I think because I was hugely into gigging. But Nirvana, when they were huge, weirdly kind of passed me by, and I got into them retrospectively. Although in saying that, I did enjoy Stone Temple Pilots. And a bit of Pearl Jam. So that I dipped into that scene, but yeah, weirdly Nirvana in the early 90s passed me by. It's very odd how it works out, isn't it? Levi 501, plaid shirt, cowboy boots and spurs. See, now I didn't do the cowboy boots and spurs. I mean, that's a look. I remember you telling me about this. But yeah, the jeans and plaid shirt was me all over. Rob Collins and John Brooks have both passed away from the Charlatans. Yeah. I was listening to an interview of Tim Burgess not long ago. Yeah, that band have been through a lot. But they're continuing. They're still doing their thing. Ian saw Nirvana at Reading, but was too pissed to remember it. No! What a moment in time that was, Nirvana at Reading. At least you were there, Ian. I may look to go to Rewind this year, but got Isle of Wight in a few weeks. Yes. Oh, that would be awesome. Best gig ever for me is out of Chili Peppers or Linkin Park. Wow. See, we saw the Chili Peppers. Who was I talking to? Oh, it was somebody at the yard sale. I bought a load of CDs at the yard sale, and I'm just a motor mouth now these days. I just get chatting to anybody. And we were talking about the Chili Peppers. And when we saw them at Nebworth, it just wasn't a good gig. Their hearts weren't in it. It was very lackluster. I don't know if the band weren't on good terms at that point or what was going on. But we were genuinely disappointed. Huge outdoors gig at Nebworth Park. And they just, going through the motions. Shame. Never saw Linkin Park. I was into that first album, Hybrid Theory. Yeah. My best gig of all time, it's going to be hard for me to top, I think, but it's Depeche Mode 1990 World Violation at Wembley Arena. And that was my first ever gig. And it blew my little teenager socks off. Right, I'm doing very little listing here. I'm going to see if I can find anything similar to this. Dent. And don't know, get an idea. It may sell better for us at a flea market. But I'll have a look, see what I think. Have I overpaid? I put £10 down on it, and I don't think there's no way. Surely I've overpaid. Right, what am I going to search? Brass kettle. I'll put antique brass kettle. And just hope that there's a market. Right, the ones that are coming up just are not a patch on that. Someone sold a copper one there for 40. These are nothing like what I've got. I mean that. Okay. No, it's not really. It's hard to get a sense of scale. How big is it? I like to, with something like this, I like to put the tape measure up against it in the pictures and get, it's such a quick and easy way of getting a measurement, isn't it? Okay, I don't know if that's a smaller one or what. Antique German copper and brass kettle, 158 quid sold. Wow. Vintage brass teapot with lid and handle, 12 quid. That looks a lot smaller though. £35 for a copper one. I mean, these are not great numbers, I'll be honest. But I've not really found anything that's quite as meaty as that. I might just take it to the next flea we do, see if I can get 30 quid for it or take a sensible offer. I'm £10 in on it, so. Vintage copper and brass kettle, someone sold for 30. It looks similar size, but mine's solid brass and looks way nicer than that. Hang on, I appreciate you can't see what I'm looking at. See, it's very, very tarnished, and it's a mix of the main body's copper. Not a patch on mine. Okay, there's one that is somewhere near Victorian brass. Oh, that's a mix of brass and cotton. Why am I showing you that? You know what that looks like. 30 quid. I thought they might be worth more. They got 30. Yeah, it's a mixed metals one. That I prefer the all brass look. I mean, the spout is the same. The handle's very similar. 30 quid. I'm mildly disappointed. Okay, I think that will be my route with that. I will try it at a flea market, maybe at a couple, and then stick it on eBay and see if I can get that sort of money. I'm never going to lose out on it, but yeah, I don't know. Perhaps they're more common. Mind you, I'm not finding any on here that are solid brass and as kind of beefy looking as that. Lots of copper ones, but they look a bit spindly, Right, I'm going to leave that, not list it on eBay right now. Flea market, see what interest we get, and reconsider after that if it doesn't go. Right, what else should I list? Oh yeah, I've got a couple of bits here. I have no idea if there's any value or if they're worth listing. GPS tracker for dogs. GPS tracker for dogs. We weighed it earlier, didn't we? What did we say? 1.5 kilos, or was it a bit over? Right, let's read about gigs. Killers I've not seen. That would be fun. Chili Peppers were awesome at V in 2001 and 2003. I'm trying to think when we saw them. It would have been maybe 2007 or 8, that sort of time, maybe. Hi from Aberdeen. Nick Kershaw was on Radio 2, second hour, Gary Davis. Is that why he's in your head? I don't think I've listened to the radio today. I don't know why he's in my head. I'm a big Kiss fan. Is that, Pete? Good stuff. My first gig was to Power, Wembley Arena. Awesome. So that would have been, I guess, 88, that sort of 87, 88 maybe. I saw Depeche Mode 1990. So I would have been 16. I think maybe 16. Led Zeppelin at the O2 for their one time only reunion. Green Day on the American Idiot Tour. Love that album. And Milton Keynes and Iron Maiden at Twickenham. Wow, that's some gigs there. Is that meant to be Genesis? Must be Invisible Tour. Wembley Stadium, Zian's best gig. We saw Genesis at Twickenham way late in their career, like maybe 10 years ago. It was good, but I would have loved to have seen them at their heyday, that sort of period. I actually saw them in 92 at Nebworth. The time when they released the live albums, had the longs and the shorts. Do you remember those? They toured the Way We Walk album from 92. Loved that album as well. And that was a really good gig, actually. Much better than when we saw them again, maybe 10, 15 years after. Foreigner and Starship at OVO Arena, Wembley on 19th of June. Wow, Foreigner and Starship. That would be awesome, Pete. How can it be 40 years ago when I used to tape my favourite tunes off the radio? All us kids of the 70s and 80s did that. I could search it by taking a photo of it. Yes, you are right. I do use that function quite a bit. Taping the charts off the radio and trying to avoid the presenters talking. Yeah. And then you go to the loo and you come back and it's halfway through the one song you've been waiting for. And it's like, no. Very annoying. I saw Toto and Christopher Cross at OVO Arena, Wembley, February 2025. Wow, I didn't even know Toto were touring. Or Christopher Cross. Looking at 10 to 20 quid on Vinted for one that big. That is disappointing, isn't it? Brass isn't in fashion. Did brass ever go out of fashion? No. I'm off to see Hollywood Vampires. Well, so is Andrea. I think Ellen's going with her. Not my bag, them, I'll be perfectly honest. I can appreciate it, but not too fussed about seeing them live. So I think Andrea and Ellen are going. They've seen them before. Saw James Brown at all places. Reading Hexagon Theatre back in the day. Was about 10 feet away from the hardest working man in show business. I was strutting my stuff on the dance floor. My first gig was Lightning Seeds, Ian Broody. Yeah, great band. First gig for me was Mike and the Mechanics, Feb 1989. Hammersmith Odeon. Your kettle is a traditional British simplex stovetop kettle manufactured by Newey and Bloomer. There's a lot of facts. It's not branded on it that I can see. Let's have a look. I looked all over for any maker's marks. But yeah, I think I will sell that at a flea market. Even if I double my money, that would be fine. You can't make a fortune on everything. Saw Jamiroquai in December. Is he touring again or they? I know it's not just him. Nice. Best show, Genesis, Brighton Centre, 1992. Well, 1992 was when I saw them on that tour. It was Was that album The Way We Walk? Yeah, it must have been part of that tour. I'm sure it was 92. Oh, there's a fly on my Mac. Hollywood Vampires are playing at Scarborough in August. I don't know where Andrea's seeing them, probably the O2 or Wembley or something. I think it's London. Anyway, let's look up this. I have liquid rubber. It's a liquid silicon compound. We have two sealed pots that you mix together and then it will set. So you'd pour it into a mold, I think. Stir part B thoroughly before mixing with part A. Blah, 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 blah. All right, I'm just going to have a look, see if it's got any value. Liquid silicone compound. All right, it's a brand. Diamond driven. Still got Nick Kershaw banging around inside my head. I'm not really finding any of this on here. It's a similar thing there, but smaller. That might be a boot sale item. I'll just take that down the boot sale. Oh, there's a similar thing. Silicon rubber compound kit, £2. 65 quid. Fast Cure platinum silicon rubber compound kit. Liquid rubber. Why am I not finding any of this brand? That seems incredibly expensive. I may have to persevere and do some more research. I will look into that now because I just found a compound, like a listing of a compound. So two different parts that you mix. Where's it gone? That's calling itself silicon rubber compound. Don't know if that's the same sort of stuff. This looks like it's got some age to it, but it's got two sealed pots and they're still liquid inside. I think they are. I'm sure I picked one up and it was sloshing about. Yeah, that one is. Oh, I don't know now. I don't know. I'm not sure what's best to do with that. That's about right. Liquid rubber is expensive stuff to buy in art shops, is it? Okay. See, it's got seals. It's got a seal over the top of the pot. I don't want to take that off in case that ruins the seal. Oh yeah, that's definitely liquid. I can see it now. So that certainly hasn't set in there. Well, it shouldn't set anyway because it's a two-part thing. I don't know if this one's moving in there. What am I doing? Is it gloopy? Thing is, I don't want to sell it and then they go, yeah, one of the pots was solid. It's hard to tell. Okay, more research needed. Sorry to go back to the kettle. If you're willing to get the dents out, is that a typo? You could potentially get 40 to 80 for a polished version. Do you think? I don't know how I would tackle getting those dents out. I'd probably make it worse if I tried it. Let me go back. What did I miss? We're seeing Lola Young and Lewis Capaldi. Nice. I heard that Lola was struggling a bit with stuff at the minute. I hope she's all right. She's so talented. No way, Lola will be amazing. Yeah, I'm sure she will. Suzanne Vega, oh, she's amazing as well. Regent's Park Outdoor Theatre in the early 80s was another great one. Fortunately, it didn't rain. Other gigs I really enjoyed, let's have a think. I really enjoyed Jesus Jones. That was a good gig. I was really into their first couple of albums. They were supported by a band. No, what were they called? They were called Soho, one hit wonders, and they had a song out called Hippie Chick. It was two sisters, I think. They were, I think they might have been twins, and they called themselves Soho, and they had one hit called Hippie Chick, and they randomly supported Jesus Jones, and yeah, they did a good job. It's funny how things stick in your mind. That was a good gig. More recently, First Aid Kit were fantastic. That was a great night. Trying to think. Oh, who did we see? Oh, I can't think of her name. Irish woman, amazing. Why can't I remember her name? Andrew's favourite album of recent years. My mind's gone blank. That's terrible. Remind me in the chat. Who am I thinking of? Irish singer-songwriter. 11 Past the Hour was her album that both Andrew and I absolutely fell in love with. Imelda May, there we go. Sorry, you probably already said in the chat. Imelda May. Yeah. That, and I think Andrew would say the same, one of the best gigs of the last decade. She was just so good. Trying to think. Human League. We went to a big like country, you know, they do those gigs in country houses, like a kind of mini festival. We went to one of them, and Human League were the headline. But the support was so good. ABC were brilliant, and Belinda Carlisle was also support, and there may have been another. But everybody, you know, sometimes the support is just, oh yeah, get on with it, get off, we're here for so and so. But we enjoyed every act, and that as a whole thing was one of my favorite gigs. Cranberries, I saw the Cranberries. That was Royal Albert Hall. I saw the Cranberries and the Charlatans at Royal Albert Hall. Don't have much oh, hello. How did I make that happen? I don't have much memory of the Cranberries. It was a good night out, if you know what I mean. More so with the Charlatans, actually. Oh dear. Yeah, I used to have great friends that I'd go gigging with, and we made a night of it back then when we were young and stupid. Right, let's just go back. I remember Hippie Chick. Yeah, it's quite a tune, wasn't it? Oh, Hippie Chick, hip, hip, hip. Yeah, and they ended up supporting Jesus Jones. Not sure it was quite the best fit, but they made a good job of it. Well, yes, Imelda May. Sorry, Tyler, I couldn't remember. Sinead O'Connor is amazing. Cranberries. Yeah, I was so into them. Yeah, the first 3 albums really. I still play them now and again. And it was so sad when Dolores died young. That was really out of the blue, and they were working on material, and they'd had a fairly recent album out, hadn't they? Was it Roses, I think it was, or something? Yeah. Tragedy. Cranberries were great when they played, but they were late on stage and only played 4 songs. Oh, that's not good. I saw Adele at Wembley Stadium before she had to cancel the rest of her tour due to a throat issue. Been watching since 2014. Been watching what, me? Are you talking about? What are we talking about? Website might be deadly for you. Yeah, it's so easy to just find out about gigs and go, oh my god, I've got to do that. It's so expensive to do much gigging these days. Really, really is. Right, what am I doing? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those. Oh, I'll show you something else that's vaguely interesting. Center Parcs toys. These came with a bundle of stuff that, again, owes me nothing. I love picking up stuff locally for free. And weirdly, there's 3 of them. 2 look like Christmas ones. So they all meant to have antlers on. They've all got antlers. Hedgehog. Oh, he's missing his scarf. He would have had a scarf. See the little green bits? Hedgehog, fox, and owl. I've got itchy eyes. Center Parcs. They spell that weird, don't they? Yes. Just CS. Center Parcs soft toy. See what comes up. Okay, 192 results. Oh, there's this thing. Yeah, he's meant to have a scarf. Okay, that's slightly annoying. And then this one is Tawny. Oh yeah, even says it on his tag. Tawny 2024. I'm just going to make a note of that. So we've got Tawny. I don't think there's much money in these, which doesn't surprise me, but I thought they might be worth listing. So we've got Tawny. Let's see if people know the other names on here. Conker the Hedgehog. So Tawny Owl, Conker Hedgehog. And then I've got a fox, this guy. They're really nice and plush. That's a hedgehog again. Right, let's just do Center Parcs fox and narrow it down. Well, there's lots that look different. Whiskers. Somebody's got the fox and the hedgehog listed for £17. I'll see what's completed. Oh, the Twinkle Fox Center Parcs Christmas antler wearing. So yeah, these are the Christmas ones. Twinkle. I'm confused now. What's the fox called? Don't know. Right, see if anything solds. Anything is in solds. Oh, I've just done fox, Center Parcs, soft toy. Right. Well, somebody got 20, but they've listed him as new without tag. $20 just for him. Hang on, what have they called him? Center Parcs Christmas Reindeer Rusty Fox. Let's go with that, shall we? Tawny, Conker, and Rusty. I think I'm just going to do the 3. There's not a great deal. How many have we got here? 26 in solds. Most of them look different. Somebody got next to nothing on the owl without tags. Mine's got a tag. I don't know. They got, 20 for brand new, but no tags. Fox, and that's it for these Christmas ones. I'm not going to go greedy. I think I'm going to do the 3 for 20 quid. I don't know, maybe I should aim higher. Hang on a minute. How many are available of these Christmas ones? Roughly, we've got 192 Christmas. Does that work? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, they're not rare or unusual. I'm just going to go 20 quid. See how we get on, right? Don't go too greedy. Fox is called Rusty. I wasn't even looking, but yes, I have that down now. Tawny Conquer Rusty. Thank you. What's that say? Are we all 2 a.m., 3 a.m. insomniacs here? I'm not an insomniac. I like my sleep, but my working day is offset to everybody else's quite often. Not all the time. But I do sleep. I have no trouble sleeping. You? What was that? You've been watching me since 2014. Was that the comment we're talking about? If so, wow, thank you. Neil Diamond was great. Played 3 hours, no support. Wow. On a spinning circular stage. Imagine that. Morning, Donna. Welcome. Hope you're well. It's supposed to represent all the different reindeers. Red nose. Makes sense. I saw Foo Fighters at Leeds Festival when it used to be at Temple Newsome. Good stuff. Right, I'm just gonna go with it with these. Centre Parks Christmas. Hang on, let's take that bit off. Christmas reindeer. Well, they're not. I suppose they are. Right, so we've got Rusty Fox, Tawny Owl. What did we say? Conquer Hedge Pig. All right, run out of spaces then. Let's take that bit out. Hedge Hog. Centre Parks. Coughing now. I need soft toy really in the title, ideally, I think. Or plush. Plush soft toy times 3. There we go. Rusty Fox. Oh, something's really got in my throat now. I get this all the time because I work with dusty old stuff. Sets off my allergies all the time. I've got out of the habit of taking my tablets. I take tablets to stop it affecting me, and I forget to take them. Okay, let's just go with that. One owl in brackets has tag. The other 2 do not. One brackets hedgehog is missing his scarf. This dust is setting off my nose now. Then we'll just put very good, clean condition. Right, so that's in my condition description. Copying the title to the main description and copy the condition description, and that is all I do. See if we can get rid of those. I think that will take a while. I mean, somebody managed to somehow get 20 quid for that, but that was the exception, not the rule for these. There seems to be loads listed. So I need to just make mine stand out, be a good deal. They owe me nothing, so I don't really care. Right, let's do that. Take some pictures. Still got Nick Kershaw on my brain. Okay, hang on, he's got bits on his face. Mucky hedgehog. Okay, right, that'll do. And find the draft, that would be helpful. There we go. Oh, that looks really good, actually. If I do say so myself. Yeah, the hedgehog's got a red nose. He's also got a sticker stuck in his hair. Well, it's probably not hair, is it? It's just the fluff on the back of his head. Right, done. Give it a go. See if we can manage to sell those. I'm insomniac. You're an insomniac. Because of my Asperger's, wake up at least 4 times while sleeping and only sleep for like 5 hours every night. Oh, I would be exhausted, mate. Crumbs. I was pleased with that picture. Look at them. The pictures make so much difference to your listings. I firmly believe that. Foo Fighters were brilliant at the festival, as were Coldplay. I've heard Coldplay are a good gig. I was really into them. And then I don't know, I lost touch around kind of, what did that, they had Ghost Stories, didn't they? And then Milo Zolotto. I didn't really get into those albums. It was Rush of Blood to the Head, Parachutes, Viva La Vida was good, X and Y, I suppose those 4. And then I just checked out, I'll be honest. And I've never seen them live. I work night shifts, 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. on a children's ward. So this is my normal time for being awake, on annual leave, but always in night mode. Gotcha. I've worked nights in a couple of different jobs, actually. I quite liked it because I'm a night person anyway, and I feel relaxed and comfortable at night. It's my kind of, I'm nocturnal. So I found that fine doing nights, yeah. Anyway, what am I doing? Done. Let's kick that off. I don't know how long they'll take to sell, but if I don't list them, I certainly won't sell them. Right, I'm just going to brighten that picture up a touch. That's better. This makes it pop. That's much better. Okay, everything looks fine. Any more item specifics we can put in? Don't think so. Right, go, list. Were you born at night? I don't think I was. I think I was. I couldn't tell you the time. I was almost born in a car park. I was keen to come out. And Dad pulled up outside the hospital, and Mum was kind of taken in or put in a wheelchair and helped into the hospital. And I think I was born whilst Dad was parking the car. I think that's the story. So if they'd hung around much more, I'd have been born, you know, in the car park, because it's how it's been told to me. Right, I was going to look this up ages ago. I don't know how far I got with that. Let's search it again. This is what my brain is like. I can be doing 6 things at once, and none of them very well. Did I actually get a result on this? I certainly searched for it. Right, let's see if this is worth doing anything with, or maybe it's just a boot sale item. Tractive, I think is the brand. Tractive. I don't think there's going to be much in this, looking at what I've got here. Oh, I don't know. Oh no, that's sealed. Okay, one exactly like that. Someone's listed at 25 plus post, sealed. Let's just go used first. Tractive dog. Oh, health monitoring smart dog tracker. Wow, that's a wholly different thing. Someone's selling 4 for £38 used. Someone's got one. Oh, it's a multi-listing from Austria. 404 sold, refurbished at 20 quid each. £52. Someone's got one. Dog tracker with subscription. Oh, you need a subscription. I don't know how this would work. There's the unit. It has a little like silicone thing, so the collar would go under here. It has a charger. There's someone who's got one. Oh, it's called a dog 4, is it? Oh, right. Uses an app, so maybe you pay on the app for all the features or something. Subscription plan required. It says on the back. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, there's a fly that's still buzzing around. Well, people are, let's go solds and just see if I think this is worth fiddling around with. Otherwise, I'll just take it to the boot sale. We're doing lots of boot sales at the moment. Doing really well, just clearing stuff, passing stuff on. Okay, so there's one there. No, that's a different one. Hang on. Tractive, yeah. Let's see if anyone's managed to sell it used. Right, there's that refurbished listing. They're selling plenty at 20 quid. So you can clearly sell them used. Someone got £10 plus postage for just the unit. No box, no nothing. Pre-owned 15 plus post for the exact same thing. Okay. Yep, I think that feels about right to me, about 15. Someone there got 13 plus post. Yep, used. Okay, let's do it. Let's sell one off that listing. I'm going to go the same as this person, I think. I'm not going to go greedy. There seems to be plenty of them about. Right, they've got white in the title. Let's change that. Tractive GPS tracker for dogs. boxed with charger lead and instructions. Is that? Yeah, it's got little booklets in here. Oh, and little stickers. Oh, right. You put my name is, please call. Okay, that will do. Let's go. Da, 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 da. All right, it's got a barcode on it. Is that the same? No, it's not. Let's just remove that. Dog size medium. I mean, it doesn't matter what size your dog is. Why have they done that? Just take that off. Some of these item specifics are so pointless. Right, used in box with charger lead and manual. That'll do me. Let's just whack it on, get it gone. This is another local pickup, cost me nothing. Doing loads of that at the moment. We're going to go $12.99 plus post. I think that should get it sold. Oh, interestingly, the eBay recommended price is $12.68. I don't follow the eBay's recommended price at all usually. I'm going to put post on that though. $2.99 will cover that. Right, we are there. The fly is now just wandering around the table. I am nocturnal too, says Marie. Hi, Marie. I used to run pubs and clubs, so always been a night owl. There's plenty of us about, you know. Always been a night owl. Diagnosed with paradoxical insomnia and sleep apnea, so never get any quality sleep. Oh, you must be shattered. I'm really good at napping. The trouble is, my naps can turn into hours. My body knows when it hasn't had enough sleep, and I just zonk out. I survive on about 3 hours per night in the week and catch up at the weekend. Perpetual teenager at 61. I usually get a good 8 hours, but you know, it means I miss a lot of the morning because I'm up late. Right, I've just put that away and I'm going to get it out of the box now to take pictures. Have I got that in your heads yet? Right, we'll do front and back of box, and then we will get it all out. I might make this the lead picture, actually. Right, stand that next to it. I'm going to take the little strap off so they can see that it has the unit. It's been used. You can see where it's got some wear and tear on it. There's the little strappy thing. There's the charger. Still got some of the stickers for your name of the dog. And then we'll lay out these little manuals, all of that stuff. There we go, that looks good. Right, bish bash bosh. Oh, my phone's about to die. Ugh. Oh no, it's got 10%. Right, so we'll call that done. Put this little strap back on. Okay. How many have we got in? 33. Hello, 33 people. I thought I may as well stream. I'm getting into the habit of streaming at the minute. It means I get a little bit of social talking to people whilst being vaguely productive. Right, I'm going to change the lead image to that one with everything laid out. And then I'm just going to brighten that image. Well, I would if it would let me. Why is that not working? There we go. So yeah, push the brightness up. That's way better. Done. And there we go. That will be listed. Make my final checks. Change my usual typos that I can see. Used inbox with charger, lead, and manual. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Done, done, done. List. Whack it on the shelf. Hello, Babs Devon. How's it going? Right, I need to actually make a listing for this guy. I've shared this recently. They sell really well in America, not so well over here. And this has got a repaired tail. So I think I might still be able to sell it, but I won't know until I actually bother listing it. Now, it's got a particular model number, 1074 Royal Dalton. I thought I drafted this. I think I did all the research and then didn't draft it, which means you then have to go through and do it all again. I'm trying to get in the habit when I'm looking things up. I enjoy that bit. Just clicking sell similar and remembering based on my research what price I'm going to aim for, filling it all in there and then, because then I don't have to do this process twice. Royal Dalton, 1074? Yes. I'm just going to search that and see what comes up. Yeah, there you go. Bulldog, HN 1074. HN. Oh, yeah. HN 1074. That's the one. So we've got one at 55, one at 60. Hang on, let me make this UK only. Where's that? UK only. See what my competition is. 55, 60. Oh, that's it. Right. Okay. Well, certainly listed with that model number. There's only two. Let me go to solds in the UK. Nothing. Nothing. I'm just going to search. I'm going to search Bulldog as well. There's probably loads of different Bulldog figures. Will Daltons. Oh yeah. Huh. Okay. Let's go back to that other search and I'll open it up to worldwide just out of interest. I know I've seen these go in America 100 plus. Oh, it's bringing up all sorts of random stuff now. All these figurines. Right. ladies, dancing ladies and stuff. What's going on there? Royal Dalton 10. Let me put the H, what was it? HN in it as well. That should thin it out. Not getting much now. Well, based on the fact that there's only two. Why am I not getting the ones in America now? Okay, still got UK only pressed, Nick. Plonker Rodney. No, I'm still not getting any in America though, despite taking that off. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go. What do you reckon? So, I found some more now. Okay, now it's working. In America, currently active, but that's kind of irrelevant, isn't it? 68. No, sorry, 66. 37, 40. Oh, okay. Where are these expensive ones I found? 50 quid, 102. And there were some solds. Let's see if I can find them now. I think my computer's just being slow. No, I'm not finding the solds. Right, so UK, the only available ones were up at kind of, what was it? There we go, 60 and 55. I'm not going to aim high. It's got a very obviously broken tail. I've repaired it with super glue. What do you think? What would you do? 30? Phil, what are you saying? Do you remember me going on about that 2p coin I found and sold at auction for 700? Rings a bell, yes. Have you found another one? I bet he's found another one. What should we list this dog with a broken tail for? Only other two that I can find currently available in the UK are 55 and 60 quid. I feel like a broken tail is a pretty big flaw. 30. Well, I might have found it. See, knew it, Phil. Might have found another one. I'm awaiting a parcel that may have one in it. What do you mean you might have? You don't know what's in the parcel? I assume it's like a job lot or a collection or something. You reckon 40 with offers? Yeah, I could start there. The way I tend to do things anyway is, let's say I'd listed it at 40. I'd leave it for a month and then I'd do a sell similar and reduce it by a fiver. Next month, I'll reduce it by a fiver, and eventually things tend to go anyway. Exactly that, Jody. You can always come down, you can't go up. I thought 35 minutes ago seems right. Well, we'll do the 40 with offers, see what comes in anyway, offers wise, and then incrementally reduce it over the next couple of months. So let's do a sell similar on one of these. Right, so this title is Vintage Royal Dalton HN Series Figure Bulldog Standing HN 1074. Seems to cover it. That's the one. Okay. I'm going to take the end of their title off and put with repaired. Oh, hang on, I haven't got enough. Right, let's take the word standing out. That's blooming obvious. With repaired tail. 79 characters out of 80. That works. Okay. Royal Dalton, no barcode. Bulldog, dogs, porcelain china, figurine, white, United Kingdom. That works for me. Finish glossy, unboxed. Tail has been repaired. Brackets glued back on. See pictures for detail. That will do me. Okay, let's get this done. I'm just going to go an all-in price as well. I'm not too fussed. I think I'll just be glad if I can get it sold. You know what I mean? It's if I was a collector of these, I don't know. I suppose there's collectors out there where they're not too fussed about that sort of detail. They just want to complete all the figures. Plus, if it's on display like that, you're never going to see. You'll never see round the back. But if I put the offers on, you know, people can chuck out an offer, can't they? And I will probably accept. Right, so 40 offers. Did I switch offers on? Yeah, there we go. Country of origin, UK. Right, done. Let's get a couple of snaps of that. Right, what are you saying in the chat? I spotted the coin in a sales picture but wasn't clear. 95% certain. Oh, I bet it is then. You know what you're looking at, Phil. What was the other one? 700 odd. Paid 14.25. Current average selling price, if genuine, 880. Bloody hell. Yeah, exactly. What's special about the 2p for 700? It blows my mind that people pay that for a coin to sit in their little folder of other coins. Harry Nixon. Hi, Tea Cakes. Harry Nixon, the manager and lead artist who oversaw the creation of Royal Dalton's famous series HN figures. Well, that makes sense. 1983 rare 2p mule coin. Not many exist. There are not many collectors of Dalton anymore. Most more likely to buy just for being a dog. Yeah, you're probably right. Collectors of bulldogs more likely to buy it than a Royal Dalton collector. Anyway, right, let's get a couple of pictures, see if we can flog it. Come on, app, do your thing. There we go. Okay. It's got some marks on his leg. That almost looks like a crack. It's crazing, really, but I've got to do a close-up on that. I don't think that's a... Yeah, there's a glaze crack on his leg. Nothing major. Let's get that in a close-up. I better now mention that in the listing. Right, let's get this repair close-up. Oh, God. It looks worse when I get in close-up. Well, it is what it is. What did you do tonight? I took a picture, lots of pictures of dog's arse. What did you do? Right, so he's also got the detail written on his front feet. HN 1074 and the little Royal Dalton stamp. Right, I think we're about there. Let's just get some more detail of his head. A few more. Might as well go around and use up all the pictures. There we go. Oh no, still got two more. 1, 2. Right, so I just want to add in then that there's that blaze crack. It's just got that line on his front shoulder, look there. Nothing major. Bedtime. Good night, Flips. Thanks for popping in. Someone has to make sure the teen gets up for school in the morning. Oh, sounds fun. Hi, Nick. Just watched an eBay reseller that cleared his entire stock, allegedly, to start again. Just wondered how you would feel in the same situation, petrified or liberated. I'll be absolutely fine. Getting stuff has never been difficult. We actively try and stop ourselves going outsourcing quite often because we just fill up the car with stuff. So I wouldn't be daunted if it was suddenly all gone. But I think I've come to terms with the fact that I do use a big backlog as kind of a safety blanket. You know, I think as a sense of security to be surrounded by thousands of pounds worth of stuff, you know, for a rainy day. So maybe I would feel a bit insecure if it all vanished. Question: what time would you naturally go to bed when you're having a listing sesh like tonight? When I feel tired. That could be anywhere from 2, 3, 4. Sometimes if I get too tired to actually do decent work down here and not make those mistakes, I'll just go and watch YouTube upstairs, sit with Jeff and watch a bit of YouTube. Catch up on what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in the crazy world of America. I'm not sure it's healthy to absorb lots of current world politics before going to bed, but that is a habit I'm in. Yeah, I don't tend to remember my dreams, but they're probably nuts. I need to start learning more about coins. Same, yeah, I have no helpful knowledge really. I normally go to bed between 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm normally somewhere behind you there, but not long. Okay, I mean, not following you to bed, Phil. That would be odd. Right, what was I doing? I was going to add in a bit of description on this dog, wasn't I? I'm just trying to pick a decent lead image. Maybe go to that one. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I think I'm going that sort of 3/4 angle as the lead. Quite attractive. So let's make that one the lead image. Yeah, job done. So where's the description box? Tail has been repaired, glued back on. See pictures for detail. Also, there is a glaze crack on his, which shoulder is it? This one, left, on his left shoulder. Yeah, that can't be a crack because it doesn't go anywhere, it just stops. Yeah, on his left shoulder, brackets, see close up, close brackets. Right, we'll copy that in to the main description. Right, there we go. I don't think I'll get 40 quid for that, but Well, you don't know until you try. Let's see what. Here we go. eBay has recommended £21.92. Now, how the hell they come up with these recommendations, I don't know. But to be honest, if somebody offered me that, I'd take it. For my damaged little bulldog. Right, we are done. Let's get it listed. List. Hooray! Now, this was a piece that Andrea was trying to be brave and deciding to put in her next eBay Live. Now, these don't come up that often. I think when we first listed it, we went 70 quid or 60 quid. We've reduced it a couple of times. It's had lots of interest, but never been picked off. We thought it would go at Easter. So Andrea's thinking we're going to put it into our eBay Live. It's a genuinely, you know, hard to find Emma Bridgewater limited edition thing. I think she's decided she's doing it. I'm not sure. It's still on the shelf, but then it would be because it was already listed. And to move that across into the show, we don't have to do anything. We just assign a listing to a show. So I think that's going in. Okay. Well, what time are we? It's only 1 o'clock. Only one. What's going on in the chat? It was 4 a.m. last night, then up at 11-ish last night. I'm the same as you, checking Insta and Facebook. Instagram is the one for me. I'll go onto Instagram to like make it. I put a post. I made a post about something earlier. I can't remember. Oh, it was the Jellycat. But you have to open Instagram, and then it will thrust something in front of me that it knows will pique my interest, right? Something about, I don't know what it would be. Something stupid Nigel Farage has said or something, you know. And it'll enrage me. And then I'll scroll and I'll go into that lunatic scrolling whilst I've switched my brain off mode. Half an hour later, I'll snap out of it and go, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was making a post about a Jellycat. See, I've opened it now. Let's see what the first thing it gives me is. Update. White couple who adopted, in quotes, 5 black children to use as slaves were sentenced to a combined total of 375 years in prison. See, I'm instantly intrigued. What the? Right. And then you've got a woman jumping off a cliff. And then you've got, New Music Friday guy. Anyone watch him? He's great. Sucks you in. Ben Mysalis from the Mysalis Touch, really great politics channel. I follow them on YouTube. This woman who phones up her senators in America and explains to them how Trump is abusing his power and all of the hideous things that are going on in America. She is amazing. This guy who does Trump voiceovers. Very, very scared. He's great. Anyway, see, sucks you in. Oh, I need to do this Zombicide stuff. I made the listing and then didn't do the pictures. So we have 2 listings, actually. The books are going on separately because they are quite hard to find and they have a fair bit of value. I think I've done the draft, haven't I? Sure I did. Oh, excuse me. Zombicide Compendiums, yes. So we've got, let's have a look. Zombicide Compendium 1 and 2, hardback book. What did I go with? 35. Okay, we'll do the pictures for those. Love your honesty. It's the only way to be, isn't it? Right? Up at 11ish this morning. That makes more sense. See, I definitely don't send any listings live at this time of night. I put them in drafts and then Ian will check them for typos. I can't be dealing with that. I just put them up. Maybe that would be wise to put them up at a time when there's more eyes on eBay. I don't know. There could be something to that. I would take 20 all day. Yeah, condition is everything. I probably will end up taking something like that. Absolutely. All the emails to say your item has been listed must drive you around the bend when on a challenge. I think we switched that off. I don't think I get those emails. Must have turned that notification off. There's one on eBay for 21 at the moment. Is there? What, one of the dogs? Oh, well. Somebody will pick that one off before mine with a knackered tail. Funny thing, that 2p was Minnie the Mouse's fault. Oh, yeah, blame Minnie. I see what you're doing. I quickly checked tracking on a plush I ordered, and Vintage showed other shizzle buyer might like, and I spotted the coin. Wow. Minnie's making you money. Minnie Mouse has potentially paid for half my entire collection. That's amazing. Susan, what are you doing up? Donna's still with us. June the 1st, day one of me trying to make an extra 700 a month for the next 3 months because I've just booked a holiday I can't afford. 700 a month? Oh, for 3 months. Okay. Yeah. Now, like a challenge. Sometimes that's all you need, though. Sometimes all we need is motivation to make it happen. You know, certainly, I don't know if you have a backlog like ours, but if I really needed money, I could liquidate this stuff. It would just mean a lot more productive listing than this. This is me listing like one thing every half an hour. But yeah, when I'm on a listing challenge, I can add £700 a week to my income. You'll be fine, Donna. This is my peak time of day. It's early. Yeah, there we go. See, another night out. Your backlog stresses me out. It's all right. You don't have to deal with it. Right. Have I done? What am I doing? Oh, I was going to do pictures. So I'll just do these pictures. Zombicide 2 compendiums. Okay. So that's that. I'll just do the backs as well. There's probably only ever one edition of this. I don't know if it's worth me taking a picture of the publishing info. No, there's nothing there. Oh, it might be in the back. Sometimes. No, nothing there. Okay, that's fine. We'll call that done. Oh, I haven't uploaded them. There we go. Well, that's my thought. If I sold everything I had for £1, I'd be sorted. And I've no intention of doing that. But if needed, yeah. If we were desperate for money, with eBay Live now, we could go live and do what most people do on eBay Live, which is just have like empty shell listings, item number 1, item number 2, and we just pick each item off the shelf. I was watching Faye and Simon. They're basically doing that. They have crates of house clearance stuff, and they go, up next we have, you know, a wonky glass. Click a button, sell it. If you're not worried what you're getting for it, and if we had to, we could clear all of this in a couple of weeks easily. But we would probably end up with a fraction of what I would get if I did it all properly. Although, having said that, on eBay Live, we're making good money out of the stuff and getting on average what we'd get doing Buy It Now anyway. But we are doing themed shows and doing a lot of promotion. I don't know, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Sorry, I meant the Emma Bridgewater egg. Oh, I see. There's one on for 21. I've seen those sell for 50, 60 before. So I meant the Emma Bridgewater egg and feather lidded ceramic egg shaped storage trinket box. 21, 35 and 39.50. Well, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Andrew's just going to put it in and start it at £1. I see my Duplo Mini Mouse is now your accountability coach, watching you from the top shelf. $8 months, liberated from eBay. Don't miss it a bit. I do quite envy you in a way, as much as I love this, you know, finding a niche on YouTube that I could throw myself into and really focus on that and do it well, as you are, you know, as I can begrudgingly admit you're doing an incredible job. I would love that, because I love the creativity of YouTube and the satisfaction you get out of it. But then I still love what I do on eBay, so it's not the end of the world, is it? But I do have a couple of YouTube ideas I want to try and find time to start. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the rest of it. So now I don't know what I'm going to do with these. All of the contents of these have been muddled up and put inside the boxes. But we do have a lot of sealed. Oh, wow. It's got sealed boards in here. Oh my God, they're all sealed. This chap that I've got this collection from very often would sort out the games, like put little card protectors on the cards, sort out all the figures, and then never play the games. Those boards, which are for 3 of these packs, are they the same? Hang on a minute, we've got extra things. Maybe these are extra boards that he's bought to add to it. Prison Outbreak. Oh no, that is one of those. Yeah, so they were never played. Toxic City Mall. Is that one? No, maybe that was an extra. See, they're separately barcoded. Biohazard, no trespassing. Oh no, what am I doing? 9 double-sided game tiles, Zombicide. So that's the main game one. Okay, I'm going to need to get pictures of all of this. Yeah, the cards are all unused. Wow, okay. Now I've drafted this at 200. I think I'll probably stick with that. But look, these have never been out of the pack. I've seen listings for Zombicide games new, and it does add a premium. But technically, they're not new. It's all been opened. You know, the boxes, all the figures are loose inside. All of the tokens have been punched. But I will. Well, let's have a look in the other boxes. Certainly going to need to go to the lengths of taking pictures of the contents as best I can. Right, so that's what's in there. So there's all of the boards, by the look of it, from all of the packs, and a bunch of figures. This one feels quite light. That is just figures. I think if I just open the lids and get some shots inside, show all those sealed bits, and then explain that all of the contents of all of the games have been put back in the boxes, not as intended, and then the cards, or a lot of the cards, are sorted out in here, and they've all got card protectors on. So the original owner of all of this has spent hours and hours putting every single card in a little plastic sleeve, and then it looks like they were never played, which is what it is, right? This one's heavy. Oh wow, so there's hundreds more figures in here. Oh, the weight is in these. There's piles and piles of whatever these things are. They look like they're character sheets. El Cholo. No idea. Oops, wasn't me. And we have, this one's heavy as well. This is the main game, like the master game. The others are all add-ons. Okay, this has got, oh, these have been opened. Okay, these boards are open. So maybe this one was played and it was just the add-on packs that were never, didn't get around to playing those. Oh, this is just stacked with boards. Oh my, that's all that's in there. Just piles of boards. Interesting. What was originally in it? Game content, dice, skull counters, card tokens, door tokens, spawn tokens, equipment cards, 71 minis. Yeah, so this, maybe those sealed packs were extra boards that were added in, and these are the board packs from the different sets I've got here. Oh, it's really hard to know. I'm just going to sell it as a job lot, take lots of pictures, and people can work it out for themselves. Theme shows probably works well, and your hard work of show prep clearly pays off, speaks volumes. We think it makes the difference. And also going to the trouble of actually listing the items and having the pictures, and then people going and previewing. We know that people are going and browsing the lots way in advance of the show when we get ourselves organized anyway. And people are confident to pay that a bit more, right? It really pays off. But it for us, it's not a quick fix, right? Just go live and randomly sell things and everything's a surprise, right? Up next, right? That's not how we've chosen to do it. And I may still do some shows like that. Right, let's work out what we're doing here. So I'd like to get rid of this. I've moved this blooming stack of Zombicide around the office so many times now. It's ridiculous. Right, I'm going to do a lead image with all of it in. As a stack. It barely fits in there, does it? It gives someone an idea. It fills the thing up. I don't think there's any point in putting that in the lead image. I'll show that in detail in the pictures, the box of cards. But as a lead image, that stack will do the job. Okay. Go like that, and then yeah, so much weight. So then we'll do shot like that, and then contents. So this is just full of those game boards. So if I just get the cup out, how do I do this? A bit like that. And I'll explain in the description that the contents of the 4 packs are spread out over the 4 boxes. It's all muddled up. People will understand. Right, so this one is just full of figures. So we'll just snap pics of these bags. Oh, come on. I think my phone's going to die soon. It's taking forever to... There we go. Right. That's full of figures. I don't envy whoever gets this bundle and has to work out what everything is. But if that's your thing, I'm sure you won't mind. Oh wow, in here there's all the dice. Bags and bags of dice. There's lots of bags like that, just packed. So these will be the dice from all the different editions. There's another big bag there. Just shot of that. There we go. Lovely. Lots of cards, more figures. Just tons and tons of stuff. Manual in the bottom of there. Picture of that. There we go. Figures. That'll do. Right. I'll get all this back in here now. There we go. Okay, so that's done. I'll take a picture of the outside of that box. Yeah. Okay. Then we've got the angry neighbours. So this is the one with the sealed boards in. So I'm thinking now that these are extra maps. I'm convinced now. I bet I might even ask the chap who owns all of this about these. I bet he's bought these separately. And added them to it, and the game boards that are in that one box cover these 4, the main game and the expansions. I'm just going to see, I'll use the barcode actually, just search, see what these come up as, see if that works. 817. So it might be that these are quite expensive on their own. 817 009 015 665. Let's have a look, see if that works. Zombicide Prison Outbreak, 9 game tiles, sealed pack, new. Okay, so somebody's got this as a pack, these 3 in America at 35. They're not big money. Okay. Not many are selling. 17, 18 pounds each. I'm just going to leave them in there. I think they were bought as extras. But considering I'm asking £200 for the lot, we'll just leave them in there. I may even just bump the price up a bit. Was that being a bit greedy? No, leave it at 200. Okay, so I'm gonna snap some pictures of these. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these are extra. So I need to make mention of them in the listing. Phone's given up. Knew that would happen. Run out of battery. What a disaster. Well, I almost got the Zombicide listed, didn't I? Almost. Right. Right, it's firing up again. Or did it just shut itself down? I wonder if it actually ran out of battery. Sometimes when I'm using the eBay app, it just dies on me. Just crashes. No, it ran out of battery. Let's see what's going on in here. Begrudgingly, I'll take that. Morning, Nick. My last day off work tomorrow. Listening away. I have been a terrible lister. I have 2 rooms full of stock and a shed too. An absolute fortune sitting there waiting. It's not uncommon, mate. It really isn't. The listing is the work part of what we do, isn't it? What's your channel called? Oh, here we go. It's a quiz channel. If you're into that sort of thing. Let me ask Nick. No, how very dare you even suggest such a thing? Of course you can. So does the hubby. So does the hubby. But my fibro brain gets in the way. I think Andrea may have mentioned your channel before. Can't remember. Could we have a spreadsheet for Nick's scissors? Oh, and still buying daily to fill the space I have left. Of course you are, Dave. Just wonder which resellers you follow on Facebook, etc. I love Ricky Resells. Lives just 4 minutes away from me. Really? And other UK, US, and Aussie sellers. In all honesty, yeah, that is the phrase, right? I don't really watch much reselling content. Andrea does watch a lot more than me. I watch Tom and Terry because we've recently become really good friends with them. So that's really fun to watch them. I follow Ricky more on Instagram than YouTube these days. I don't really watch reseller YouTubers. I dip in and out of some. I dip in and out of George's content and several others, but I don't really. Years ago, I used to watch loads of it. But I suppose I've kind of had my fill of resellers content. And when you're making the same content yourself, it's all a bit Groundhog Day-ish, right? But yeah, I love what Ricky does. Jamie Dodger, very good at what he does. James, I find interesting. I dip into his content. Simon. Yeah, lots of people good at putting out great content. I don't really follow the Americans anymore. I used to have lots of friends over there I'd chat to a lot. I was really close with Lonnie for years. We've kind of drifted apart. He's a lovely guy, makes great content. That's Shed Flips, I think he calls the channel these days. Margaret, Texas Gal Treasures, Bonafide Hustler, all these guys I used to chat to. We've had all of them on the show to talk to. John as well. And yes, so many people in America. I just, for whatever reason, not in touch with them anymore. Don't chat. I used to go on a live stream in America regularly. I used to go around, a whole bunch of us, can't remember what we called it. And we would move around different channels and I would host them, and it would all be these Americans and me. And we'd all have a few beers and put the world to rights. I found you, Susan. I've subscribed. I've subscribed already. Okay. I've had to put myself on a buying ban. Me too. Tara says, I'm a professional hoarder with 2 garages, a container, and a house and studio full of crap to list. We've had to stop buying. Yeah. For me, this will sound... It's a mental switch about almost gamifying the selling. Really helped me. Certainly when we moved from Hitchin and we had to downsize massively. That was the most stock we'd ever had. We had 2 offices full. We had a loft I could barely move in, and a spare room pretty much full. I had to change my point of view on it and really throw myself into it and kind of gamify it. That's how I started looking at it, seeing it as a challenge. And it was, it worked. And I really enjoyed it once I got into it. Letting go of it all is sometimes the challenge. Right. Well, my phone, let's have a look. I've got 5%. I might have enough to finish those pictures and then I will wrap up here. Susan, for my niche, I have a spreadsheet with 47 pages of sheets embedded to help with my coin evaluation niche. It's huge and complex. You'd love it. Wow. Listen to these 2. Sounds fabulous, Phil. Get a room. All the time he's been gabbing, he could have been charging that up. True. I'll be interested in your channel. Was it you that sold postcards on eBay? Yes, it was. How are the cats? There you go. There's the channel. I've just diagnosed myself with hoarderism. I think whilst I've still got the stuff sat there, it means I'm sat on money as a safety net. That's what I was alluding to earlier, if you were in then. I can kind of identify some of the thought processes I have. And the fact that even though rationally I know I've got way too much stuff and I need to deal with it, I can sense, even going through the stock, I like the fact that it's there and not listed. I don't care that it's not listed. So it is essential security. And I think that element of my brain, which is a big part of the hoarder mentality, is I came from a background of lack. We had no money and very little, I wouldn't say very little stuff, but I understood the value of money and the value of stuff very much so as a child. And I think that stuck with me. So I like having things. So that's the beginning of the hoarder problem. But I've managed to turn my hoarding into a business somehow. Right. Train my brain into collecting pound notes in the bank rather than crap around the house. Yeah. It takes subtle little switches in the brain to start to chip away at it. And I'm not trying to preach here. I am far from having this solved or even remotely working smoothly here. I earn a living out of it and we're very comfortable, but I still have a thing problem. I'm not pretending I've got it solved, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I can identify 100% with what you're saying. Yes, I sold postcards on eBay for 13 years. Loved it while it lasted. Glad to have said goodbye to it now. I'm focused on my YouTube. It was so lovely to see Ricky get engaged. Yes, I made the wrong assumption he was married. Yeah, I was quite surprised when I saw that post. Bet you still click Craigslist. Oh, Craigslist Hunter. Pete is great. I used to chat to him a fair bit, and we had him on the channel, and we were like, yeah, we got on so well, had so much in common. He's such a knowledgeable guy and a really friendly, generous guy as well. Really is so good at what he does. It's the channel 1 year anniversary this year. Well, there you go. Susan's done well plugging her channel tonight. Right, I'm going to try and eke out. I've got 8% on my phone now. We'll get this £200 lot listed. And then I've still got a fly wandering around my table. You've got wings, mate. What are you doing? Are you not very well? Oh, no, it's flown off now. Right, let's do it. Let's get the last few pictures done. Thing is, when your phone crashes, all those pictures vanish, and I've got to import them all from my phone again. But luckily, it does save them off the what do you call it, camera reel. Right, okay, let's find that draft again. I bet you there's no pictures in it. No, there isn't. Okay. All right, bear with. I should leave it plugged in while I'm doing this bit. Upload photos. So where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, if you really want to see, it will be thrilling. I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, come on, fingers. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I did have 15 saved on there. We will add those. And then we'll take the rest of them. I do prefer your short videos, not a fan of these videos. Does drag on a bit. Well, Ian, don't feel obliged to watch. I would say this clearly isn't for you. This is just if people are listening or got nothing better to do, chat along. But yeah, just watch the short content. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so are they all uploaded? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not pretending this is riveting. If you're still here, Ian, it does drag on a bit, I'm sure. You know, I've been just working in the Tat Cave. It won't be for everybody, this. Right, so actually, let me just see which pictures did. Okay, I've got a picture of the 3 of these. Is that the last one? Yes. Right, so we need, let's do close-ups of all of these. That one. That one. That one. I want to show that these are sealed packs. And then we put all of this in here. Okay, and then I've got to take pictures of those cards that are in that separate box. So get that back in there. Right, that will do for that. And then I've got this, which is all of the cards, or the rest of the cards, all sorted out. Just going to grab a couple and show that they are, I was going to say laminated. They're not laminated, they are in card sleeves. Oh, let's show a few of those. one picture left, so that will do. I'll just show these laminated cards. Done. So we can kick that one off. Done. Right. Yeah. I don't know if you're still in, Ian, but yeah, I really don't think these hours of listing are for you. If you like the short form content, just look out for those. It's absolutely lashing down, is it? Ian's gone to bed. I might have to go up. Night. Good night, Tara. Thanks for chatting. Last 20 minutes for the most lovely, informative, and enabling moments of eBay listing and how to do it. Love what you do. Really? Well, there you go. See? We all get something out of different things. Clearly this wasn't for Ian, which is fine if you're still around. I'm glad somebody's got something out of it. My random ramblings at 1 a.m. Oh, 20 to 2 are we now? Crumbs. Right, I'm going to finish this listing and then bid you all farewell. Right, let's have a look. What am I doing? There we go, drafts. So I wanted to mention those sealed boards, didn't I? So it includes 3 sealed board packs and several packs of sealed cards. I'm just going to say that. Includes 3 sealed board packs and several sealed card packs, plus a box of cards which have all been sleeved. Please note, typos galore. Please note the contents of the 4 boxes are, how do I word this? Jumbled up. I'll split between the 4. Are mixed up. There you go. Yeah, are mixed up. Between the boxes. Figures in some, boards in others, etc. See all pictures for detail. That'll do. Right, so I'll just copy in the title. Check that. Well, Zombicide board gaming and expansions bundle, Rue Morgue, prison outbreak, etc. That works. Specifics. Yeah, that looks fine. Condition used. I've done the condition. Description. I will copy that into there. Just break that down into paragraphs so it's easier to read. And we are done. I'm going to stick with 200. I'm not sure those sealed boards really give it much. So I've got 200 plus postage. I've gone $7.99, which I think will cover it. It'll be near enough. List. Right. And I've got to kick this one off. Good night, Tara. I think Tara's gone. I have a display case with 90 Lego minifigures, 2 years now. that will never get listed. Need to look up each first to see if any are rare. Can't face it. 90. Wow. Nick, remember in a previous late live, I asked you to confirm year of birth was 1973. Yes, it is. Well, I made the thing. I've got to now work out how to pack it and send it to you. Ooh, you've made the thing. Right. Well, if you're not in a rush, just bring it along in September, mate. Have you got the new address? If not, just drop me a message. Okay, that picture looks a bit dark. Let's brighten it up. Okay, last one of the night. I might just have a quick look and see how much I've actually listed tonight. I find that quite satisfying and encouraging to add up kind of the monetary value of what you've listed. Makes you go, ooh, I've done something constructive. Right, list. So these are done, along with the board games. So if I now go into active, that fly is really being annoying. Right, so that is 235 in just the board games and those books. 235. There's the dog, which we're not going to probably get 40 quid for, are we? But I'll count it as 40. So that's what's that? 75? 275, 288, 308, 318, 334. There was 4 BT power, I think, so that's 300. Oh, hang on, I lost count. 374, I think 1374. And the slimming books, 374, 394. There you go, 394 quid, I think. Listed value. Was that everything? I think it was. Right. It needs a posting test. Oh, okay, Phil. Yeah, by all means then. Do that, and I will let you know. My thoughts. I'm excited. You have my address. It's on eBay. Of course it is. Right. Well, how many? We've got 29 hardcore late and live listing friends still with me at 10 to 2. I'm going to go and chill out. I will go and annoy Jeff because he'll be asleep on the sofa, no doubt. I'll go and annoy him and wake him up, and then he'll cuddle up to me and go back to sleep. And I will update myself on world politics for half an hour or so and then go to bed. Yeah, that's my life. Welcome to my world. I sell secondhand gear on eBay and watch a lot of YouTube. My name's Nick. I'm a reformed hoarder. Semi-reformed. Right, let's shut this off. Thanks, Dave. Thanks as always, mate, for the live streams and videos. Have a great week. I may list some things tomorrow. Yes, do it. List some things and let me know how you got on. I think I'll leave you on this. I really think it's important to take little chunks. Don't look at the big picture. It will stress you out. Just grab 3 things and start there. Don't look at anything else. Start with the 3 and see how you get on. Good night, Jody. Relaxing bedtime viewing. Thanks, Susan. Good night, Marie. Good night, Steve. Right. See you later. See you next time, late listening friends. Try.